All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Sarabjit Kaur and with me is VC Pramod. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on two-day visit to Gujarat beginning today to launch several development projects worth over 29,000 crore rupees across the state. Centre directs states and union territories to exercise powers of UAPA against Popular Front of India and its affiliates. Government extends Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana by another 3 months. Approves 10,000 crore rupees project for redevelopment of 3 major railway stations. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to visit forward posts in Arunachal Pradesh for on-ground assessment of defence preparedness. Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan retired, appointed as next Chief of Defence Staff. Senior Advocate R. Venkataramani named as new Attorney General of India. World Heart Day being observed today. 36th National Games to be declared open by Prime Minister at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad this evening. And in cricket, India beat South Africa by 8 wickets in first T20 International in Thiruvananthapuram. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a 2-day visit to Gujarat from today. During his visit, the Prime Minister will inaugurate and lay the foundation stones of multiple infrastructure and development projects worth over 29,000 crore rupees across the state. Our correspondent reports that on the first day of his visit, Prime Minister Modi will travel to Surat, Bhavnagar and Ahmedabad, where he will launch and lay the foundation stone of several development projects.
On the first day of his visit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone and dedicate various projects worth more than 3,000 crore rupees in the Diamond City, Surat. This include developmental works at ambitious Dream City project and foundation laying of new biodiversity park in the city. PM will then travel to Bhavnagar to launch multiple developmental initiatives worth over 5,200 crore rupees. This include the foundation stone laying of world's first CNG terminal at Bhavnagar. PM will also hold a roadshow in the city. A large number of diamond workers and diamond industrialists from the region are expected to participate in the roadshow. In the evening, the Prime Minister will inaugurate the 36th National Games, country's biggest sports bonanza at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. The games will feature 36 sports, the highest for any edition of National Games so far. Over 7,000 athletes from 36 states and union territories will be participating in the games. He will then attend the Navratri festival at GMDC ground in Ahmedabad. Aparna Khun, AI News, Ahmedabad.
Tomorrow at around 10:30 a.m., Mr. Modi will flag off Gandhinagar-Mumbai Vande Bharat Express at Gandhinagar station and travel on the train from there to Kalupur railway station. At around 11:30 a.m., the Prime Minister will flag off the Ahmedabad Metro Rail project and will take a metro ride from Kalupur station to Doordarshan Kendra metro station. At around 12 noon, Mr. Modi will inaugurate Phase 1 of Ahmedabad Metro project at a public function at Ahmedabad Education Society in Ahmedabad. Thereafter, at around 5:45 p.m., the Prime Minister will lay the foundation stone and dedicate various projects worth over 7,200 crore rupees in Ambaji. At around 7 p.m., he will perform darshan and puja at Ambaji temple. Thereafter, at around 7:45 p.m., Mr. Modi will attend Maha Aarti at Gabbar Tirth.
After declaring the Popular Front of India PFI and its associates and affiliates as an unlawful association, the centre has directed the states and union territories to exercise powers of Unlawful Activities Prevention Act 1967 against them. In a notification issued yesterday, the central government declared PFI and its associates and affiliates as an unlawful association with immediate effect for a period of 5 years. In the notification, Union Home Ministry said the PFI and its associates and affiliates including Rehab India Foundation, Campus Front of India, All India Imams Council, National Confederation of Human Rights Organization, National Women's Front, Junior Front, Empower India Foundation and Rehab Foundation Kerala have been involved in the violent terrorist activities with an intent to create a reign of terror in the country. It added that the government is of the opinion that if there is no immediate curb of unlawful activities of the PFI and related fronts, they will use this opportunity to continue its subversive activities, thereby disturbing public order and undermining the constitutional setup of the country.
In Morning Matters, now let us listen to a discussion on ban on Popular Front of India and its affiliates. The participants are Arun Bhagat, former Director Intelligence Bureau, and Namrata B.G. Ahuja, journalist.
The ban on the Popular Front of India wasn't a sudden decision. It was preceded by raids, arrest of multiple PFI leaders, their cadres, and collection of evidence which was very crucial before the ban could come in. This seems to be a very well thought out and planned strategy and operation by intelligence and investigating agencies, where the government chipped in by getting the Muslim organizations on board, by consulting with them to denounce the extremist ideology, and also creating an atmosphere where the entire country could come together to be able to support the ban. What are your thoughts on this, sir?
This PFI is a very old organization. It was set up in 2004 by three fundamentalist Islamic organizations combining together in South India. And after that, they started increasing their spread, and very quickly they spread to virtually all over India. Their motivation was that they wanted to establish an Islamic government. They also started getting a lot of aid and money from abroad, and also developed some connections with fundamentalist organizations, Islamic organizations abroad. And they started indulging in various criminal activities, whether it was bombing, whether it was use of explosives. Some murders have been committed by their cadres, and 1,400 is the number roughly PFI cadres who have been arrested. So the government had to take some decision. They could not allow this organization to continue to spread and to motivate people, mislead their community. As a matter of fact, they had very aggressive demonstrations, complete with people dressed up in uniform and carrying bamboo sticks, and having many programs were held all over the country for training their cadres. The government had to take a decision, and I think it is the right time that they did.
But the positive outcome we see soon after the ban, the kind of voices that are coming out from major political parties, whether it's the Congress or the CPIM or the CPI particularly, are supporting the ban. They're also saying that India will not allow any kind of extremist activity on lines of religion. Is that a no-go area? Is that a sign that political parties are realizing and have realized that they all need to be on the same side of the fence to be able to tackle a national security threat like this?
Many parties do not have the vision or the foresight, and they just think about themselves. I think we have to grow up, and we have to see that what is good for the country is necessary. Whoever does it, whether it is in one state which is ruled by one party or at another state, it has to be commended, it has to be welcomed, because it is for the good of the people.
If we talk about the police organizations in different states, as you have headed the Intelligence Bureau, how important do you think is the joint coordinated action by police forces, intelligence agencies?
Well, there is a lot of cooperation, I'm sure. Even in states where there is difficulty in the political leaders thinking their direction, I think there is still that communication is continuing, because one reason is the Indian Administrative Service, which is, and also the Indian Police Service. Now, these two services have their own, ethos, and that ethos is for the country always. And that, I think, overrides the problems which individual officers may be facing in some states in communicating and in cooperating with the center. Now, that is very positive, and I think it has worked well during difficult periods. There is a lot of coordination. As a matter of fact, even in this operation which has been conducted against the PFI, we see that there is a lot of activity and responsiveness and cooperation which has been given by the state police.
The ban on the PFI has been popular. and not the organization itself, which was Popular Front of India. And this is a clear sign that India has rejected extremist ideology, extremism in all forms, and once again it has come together to support the democratic, secular fabric of the country.
Yes, I agree, absolutely. What you have said, that sums up thing. We are a secular country. We respect all types of thought, and we also respect human rights, and this is what we have to aim for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Union Cabinet has extended the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana scheme for another 3 months from October to December this year. Union Minister Anurag Thakur informed that 44,762 crore rupees would be spent over the next 3 months. He said the government has spent approximately 3,45,000 crore rupees so far under the scheme.
मंत्रिमंडल ने प्रधानमंत्री जी की अध्यक्षता में प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना को अगले 3 महीने के लिए मंजूरी दी है, उसके विस्तार के लिए मंजूरी दी है। 80 करोड़ से ज्यादा लोगों को इसका लाभ मिलता है और इसमें अगले 3 महीने में लगभग 122 लाख मीट्रिक टन खाद्यान्न देश भर के 80 करोड़ से ज्यादा गरीबों को मिलेगा, जिस पर लगभग 44,762 करोड़ रुपया खर्च आएगा। पहले से लेकर छठे चरण तक 3,45,000 करोड़ रुपया अब तक इस पे खर्च किया जा चुका है। अनुमानित जो सब्सिडी मिली है 80 करोड़ से ज्यादा जरूरतमंद गरीबों को मिलने वाला है।
The Union Cabinet has also approved a 4% increase in the dearness allowance, DA and dearness relief. Briefing reporters after the Cabinet meeting in New Delhi, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur said this will benefit central government employees and pensioners.
मंत्रिमंडल ने 1 जुलाई 2022 से देय केंद्र सरकार के कर्मचारियों और पेंशन भोगियों को 4% की दर से महंगाई भत्ते और महंगाई राहत की अतिरिक्त किस्त जारी करने की मंजूरी दी है। सालाना 12,852 करोड़ रुपए का बोझ सरकारी खजाने पर पड़ेगा और 8 महीने के लिए जो अभी हम जुलाई 2022 से फरवरी 2023 तक देखें तो 8,568 करोड़ रुपए का बोझ वित्तीय वर्ष 2022-23 में पड़ेगा। लेकिन इससे लाखों ऐसे सरकारी कर्मचारी और जो पेंशन धारक हैं उनको लाभ मिलेगा।
The government has approved the Indian Railways proposal for the redevelopment of 3 major railway stations. These are New Delhi Railway Station, Ahmedabad and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, Mumbai. The project involves an investment of approximately 10,000 crore rupees. Briefing reporters about the cabinet decisions in New Delhi, Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said the redevelopment work of 3 railway stations will be completed in 2 to 3 years.
टोटल देश के 199 स्टेशंस का रीडेवलपमेंट का काम चल रहा है, जिसमें बेसिकली 50 लाख से ऊपर जहां ट्रैफिक है, फुटफॉल है साल का, उन सब स्टेशंस को एक साथ लिया जा रहा है और जैसे जैसे इसमें प्रोग्रेस होगी उसके नीचे 50 के बाद में 10 लाख से ऊपर वालों को भी नेक्स्ट फेज में लिया जाएगा। इसमें से 47 स्टेशंस के टेंडर निकल चुके हैं और 32 स्टेशंस पे काम फिजिकली चालू हो चुका है। 3 जो देश के सबसे बड़े स्टेशंस हैं, नई दिल्ली, मुंबई का छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज टर्मिनस और अहमदाबाद स्टेशन, ये 3 जो बहुत बड़े स्टेशंस हैं, इन स्टेशंस के लिए कैबिनेट ने, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कैबिनेट में 10,000 करोड़ रुपए इनके लिए सैंक्शन हुए।
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will visit forward posts in Arunachal Pradesh today to make on-ground assessment of the operational preparedness and interact with troops. The Defence Minister is on a 3-day visit to Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, during which he is scheduled to visit the frontline locations. Mr. Singh is accompanied by Army Chief General Manoj Pandey along with other senior officers. During his visit, the Defence Minister will also interact with members of 2nd Religious Expedition to Atu Popu, an annual trek of local Idu Mishmi tribe, which is being facilitated by the Indian Army since 2021 as part of outreach and continued efforts towards supporting the locals and development of tourism. He will also review infrastructure projects of the Border Roads Organisation, BRO.
The government has appointed Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, retired, as the next Chief of Defence Staff. Lieutenant General Chauhan will also function as Secretary, Department of Military Affairs, with effect from the date of his assumption of charge. In a career spanning over nearly 40 years, Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan held several command, staff and instrumental appointments and had extensive experience in counter-insurgency operations in Jammu and Kashmir and Northeast India. The post of Chief of Defence Staff has been lying vacant since death of General Bipin Rawat in a helicopter crash on 8 December last year. We have a report.
Born on 18th May 1961, Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan was commissioned into the 11 Gorkha Rifles of the Indian Army in 1981. He is an alumnus of the National Defence Academy, Khadak Wasla, and Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. In the rank of Major General, the officer had commanded an infantry division in the critical Baramulla sector in the Northern Command. Later, as Lieutenant General, he commanded a corps in the Northeast and subsequently went on to become the General Officer Commanding-in-Chief of the Eastern Command from September 2019 and held the charge until he retired from the service in May 2021. In addition to these command appointments, Lieutenant General Chauhan also tenanted important staff appointments, including the charge of Director General of Military Operations. Earlier, he had also served on a United Nations mission to Angola. For his distinguished and illustrious service in the Army, Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, retired, was awarded the Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Uttam Yudh Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, and Vishisht Seva Medal. This is Saira Mushtaba, News Desk.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on two-day visit to Gujarat beginning today to launch several development projects worth over 29,000 crore rupees across the state. Centre directs states and union territories to exercise powers of UAPA against Popular Front of India and its affiliates. Government extends Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana by another 3 months. Approves 10,000 crore rupee project for redevelopment of 3 major railway stations. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to visit forward posts in Arunachal Pradesh for on-ground assessment of defence preparedness. Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, retired, appointed as new Chief of Defence Staff. Senior Advocate R. Venkataramani named as new Attorney General of India. World Heart Day being observed today. 36th National Games to be declared open by Prime Minister at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad this evening. And in cricket, India beat South Africa by 8 wickets in the first T20 International in Thiruvananthapuram. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
पोषण केवल अभियान नहीं, देश की जिद। देश ने है ठाना शिशु, बच्चों, गर्भवती महिलाओं और स्तनपान कराने वाली महिलाओं को सुपोषित है बनाना। आइए, अवसर है इस पोषण माह में मनोरंजन के संग पोषण को जानने का, समझने का और अपने बच्चों को समझाने का। यहाँ होगा गायक शान का शानदार परफॉर्मेंस भी। पोषण एक्ट्रेस दिखाएगा अलग अलग राज्यों के पोषण का हाल। बड़ी सी पोषण की सांप सीढ़ी सिखाएगी कैसे जंक फूड से आप उतरेंगे नीचे और अच्छे खाने से चढ़ेंगे सेहत की सीढ़ी। साथ ही फ्री हेल्थ चेकअप और कंसल्टेशन भी पाएं। पोषण उत्सव 30 सितंबर से 2 अक्टूबर 2022, कर्तव्य पथ, नई दिल्ली।
Northeast Diary program, broadcast every Thursday and Sunday at 5:30 p.m. brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. Northeast Diary program this week, the 29th of September 2022, brings an exclusive interview with Kailash Karthik N, Mission Director of Jal Jeevan Mission in Assam. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Welcome back to the morning news. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has said that India strives to have a relationship with China that is built on mutual sensitivity, respect and interest. Briefing media in the United States after concluding his 11-day visit, Dr. S. Jaishankar said India and the United States have a shared objective for the betterment and strengthening of the Indo-Pacific. The External Affairs Minister said the world today is very globalized, extremely interlocked and interdependent. Senior Advocate R. Venkataramani has been appointed as the new Attorney General of India. The Ministry of Law and Justice in a notification said the President has appointed Mr. Venkataramani as the new Attorney General for a period of 3 years. Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with the series Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani ke saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana.
Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana is a government flagship scheme which aims to achieve the vision of universal health coverage. Launching this scheme from Jharkhand on 23rd of September 2018, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said it is the world's largest scheme fully financed by the government that aims at providing health assurance of up to 5 lakh rupees to more than 50 crore people of the country.
आयुष्मान भारत के संकल्प के साथ प्रधानमंत्री जन आरोग्य योजना पीएम जय आज से लागू हो रही है। देश के 50 करोड़ से ज्यादा भाई बहनों को 5 लाख रुपए तक का हेल्थ एश्योरेंस देने वाली ये दुनिया की अपनी तरह की सबसे बड़ी योजना है। पूरी दुनिया में सरकारी पैसे से इतनी बड़ी योजना किसी भी देश में दुनिया में नहीं चल रही।
This scheme provides a cover of 5 lakh rupees per family per year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization across public and private empaneled hospitals in India. It is a completely cashless and paperless scheme and its benefits are portable across the country. So far, over 23,000 hospitals have been empaneled under it. Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia said that over 1.2 lakh Ayushman Bharat health and wellness centers across the country are providing screening for various diseases, including non-communicable diseases. It is greatly helping in early diagnosis and generating more awareness on the risk factors of non-communicable diseases.
Ayushman Bharat Health Wellness Center हर 4-5 गांव के बीच में देश के नागरिक को ट्रीटमेंट मिले, को प्राइमरी हेल्थ चेकअप हो जाए। ऐसे 12 प्रकार के हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर पर योगा की भी व्यवस्था है। उससे आगे डिस्ट्रिक्ट हेल्थ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मजबूत हो, नेशनल हेल्थ मिशन के तहत उसको सपोर्ट किया गया।
Over 19 crore Ayushman cards have been made in the country, spanning its coverage in 33 states and UTs, and more than 24 crore Ayushman Bharat health account Aadhaar numbers have also been generated so far. This reflects an important milestone in the digitization of health records in the country. Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission will improve equitable access to quality healthcare by encouraging use of technologies such as telemedicine and enabling national portability of health services. PMJ, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, has been successful in bridging the gap between rich and poor in terms of accessibility of healthcare services in the country.
Ayushman Bharat ho, Bharat Ayushman ho, Ayushman ho.
मेरा पूरा नाम दिगमलाल बीनीराम चिकलुंडे, उम्र 68 साल की है, मुक्काम है साइटोला पोस्ट रत्नारा, तालुका जिला गोंदिया। मैं गोंदिया जा रहा था, रास्ते में एक भैंस आ रही थी दोनों बाजू से, और भैंस का कैसा क्या हुआ मेरे आंख पे आई तो साइकिल भी गिरी और साइकिल में मेरा भैंस का पैर यहाँ मंडाया। तो मेरे को मालूम नहीं कि यहाँ मैं कहाँ गिरा क्या नहीं। फिर फोन लगाया लड़के को तो लड़के ने गोंदिया ले गया केटीएस में, फिर वहाँ मेरा ऑपरेशन हुआ। अगर ये कार्ड नहीं रहता तो पैसे के लिए बहुत परेशानी होती, पर कार्ड रहने से बहुत लाभ हुआ। ये जो आयुष्मान योजना आई है इसमें प्रधानमंत्री को बार बार धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। हम गरीबों को बहुत सहायता मिलती है और मैं उनके आभारी हूँ।
Today is World Heart Day. The day is observed every year on the 29th of September to raise public awareness about cardiovascular diseases, their prevention and their global impact. World Heart Day was launched by the World Heart Federation, WHF, a non-governmental organization established in 1972 at Geneva in Switzerland. This year the theme is Use Heart for Every Heart. On the World Heart Day, Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia appealed to the people to take pledge to adopt a healthy lifestyle to live a heart-healthy life. Talking to AIR News on the occasion, cardiovascular and cardiothoracic surgeon Dr. Naresh Trehan urged everyone to lead an active lifestyle to keep your heart healthy.
Today is World Heart Day, so I want to give the message to our citizens that it's very important because heart disease on the rise in India and many young people have lost their lives, especially with the infection of COVID. Heart disease has become even more prevalent. So for general heart health, one should exercise at least 30 to 40 minutes a day, and it could be a brisk walk or a run or a treadmill for at least 3-4 times a week. The other is that you have to watch your diet, that we do not eat fried food in excess in our diet, so keep it very minimum so that the fat content of your body does not increase. The third is stress, which is prevalent today everywhere, and to cope with stress or to reduce stress or to eliminate stress, yoga has been the best exercise one can do, especially the pranayama. Pranayama actually calms down your whole nervous system, your hormonal system, and your digestive system.
In our bilingual live phone-in program, Swasth Bharat, Dr. Balbir Singh, Chairman at Department of Cardiology at Max Hospital in Saket, will be with us tonight to answer queries of listeners on health-related issues on the occasion of World Heart Day. Listeners can ask questions to the expert from 9:30 p.m. on telephone numbers 011-2342-1230 and 011-2342-1764. You can also post your queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by #AskAIR. This live program can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.gov.in and YouTube channel News on AIR Official.
In cricket, India beat South Africa by 8 wickets in the first T20 International, the 3-match series at the Greenfield International Stadium in Thiruvananthapuram last night. Chasing 107 runs set by the visitors, India overhauled the target, posting 110 for the loss of 2 wickets in 16.4 overs. KL Rahul and Suryakumar Yadav smashed unbeaten 50s, helping India achieving the target. Put into bat first, South Africa scored 106 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. For India, Arshdeep Singh bagged 3 wickets, while Deepak Chahar and Harshal Patel took 2 each. Earlier, India won the toss and elected to field. The second T20 International will be played at Barsapara Cricket Stadium in Guwahati on Sunday, the 2nd of October. The third and final match of the series will take place on the 4th of October at the Holkar Cricket Stadium in Indore. After the completion of the T20I series, the two teams will take part in the ODI series slated to be played from the 6th of October. And now an overview of today's newspapers. After crackdown, government bans PFI for 5 years is a prominent headline in the Hindustan Times. Centre extends free rations by 3 months is a front page headline in the Pioneer. Retired Lieutenant General named new CDS, informs the Asian Age, with a picture of Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, retired. In a first, Collegium looks at judges' performance for elevation to SC, informs the Indian Express. Towards a greener world, electric PVs take a decisive turn towards mass market, writes the Business Standard. New Delhi, Mumbai, Ahmedabad railway station to get 10,000 crore makeover, writes the Times of India. And finally, to the delight of conservationists, ASI finds Buddhist caves, temples in Bandhavgarh's Tiger Reserve in MP, writes the Hindu.
In some more news, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has crossed over 218 crore 14 lakh. The Health Ministry said more than 17 lakh 64,000 vaccine doses were administered yesterday. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on 2-day visit to Gujarat beginning today to launch several development projects worth over 29,000 crore rupees across the state. Centre directs states and union territories to exercise powers of UAPA against Popular Front of India and its affiliates. Government extends Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana by another 3 months. Approves 10,000 crore rupees project for redevelopment of 3 major railway stations. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to visit forward posts in Arunachal Pradesh for on-ground assessment of defence preparedness. Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan retired, appointed as new Chief of Defence Staff. Senior Advocate R. Venkataramani named as new Attorney General of India. World Heart Day being observed today. 36th National Games to be declared open by Prime Minister at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad this evening. And in cricket, India beat South Africa by 8 wickets in first T20 International in Thiruvananthapuram. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.